survivors, hold on to your seats, baby, because we just got some breaking news related to the brand new ARK Wasteland War official DLC pack that is actually set to launch alongside Extinction here in December. We're talking brand new vehicles, intense customization, and game-changing features that will completely transform how we explore Extinction. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one, so let's dive right in. So now diving into the brand new vehicles we have for the Extinction map, first up, we have the buggy. As you can see here, again, it's going to be a two-person rider. I really love the overall design here. They're really hitting it home when it comes to the Mad Max like death race feel, and that's at least what it feels like to me, and I really do dig it and I like it. I'm going to be very curious to see how this does play out and look on something like the Extinction map. The second vehicle they revealed was the Racer, which looks a little bit different, you know, kind of looks more like a racing truck as you would imagine. And then last but not least, my personal favorite, and that is the monster truck. As you can see here, man, I absolutely love this thing. When you see the side of this vehicle on the driver's side with the window, you know, kind of being filled in with like welded metal, it definitely is giving me that death race, you know, Mad Max vibes, and I am here for it. Now, all three of these vehicles will take a special type of gasoline, and it's not the gas that we currently have as an engram in the game that we can craft. This is going to be a completely unique fuel type. They didn't give us any additional details as what that gasoline will be like or potential materials that it will require, but just know it's not going to run your typical gas. Additionally, it's important to note that all three of these vehicles will take durability damage the more that you use them. And with that being mentioned, you might be wondering, well, how exactly do we repair these vehicles? Check this out. Alongside the new vehicles, they also dropped a brand new garage feature that we're going to be able to access and use here for Extinction. I'm not going to lie here, it definitely is giving me like this Borderlands kind of vibe. You know how you have like these catch-a-ride stations in Borderlands, if you've ever played that game, and then obviously the customization options you have for your individual vehicles. It looks like they're bringing all of that here to ARK when Extinction drops in December, as this is going to be the brand new garage. You can see it here. There's a couple of things to mention on this. One, the size, dude. This is a survivor, and this thing is massive in size, so I can only imagine what it's going to take resource-wise in order for you to craft this thing, but it does look super duper cool. Another thing to keep in mind is that this whole top platform here, you can build on top of it. So if you wanted to build your house on top of your garage, you absolutely could do that. They did confirm that via the Extra Life event. Now, guess what? It doesn't stop there. There's actually more to this brand new vehicle system. So for each individual vehicle, there's actually 4 different components that we'll actually be able to modify. All right, for each individual vehicle, you have the engine compartment, as you can see here in the front, obviously where the engine would go in majority of cars. You have the cab, which obviously is going to be the seating area for your individual survivors, and then we have the wheels, as you can see down here, and then we also have the bed. Now, what's really cool with all 4 of these sections on each individual vehicle is that players have the freedom to customize them however they want, meaning you would be able to take the front engine compartment here from the buggy if you wanted to and place it on your monster truck. You name it, you can take from these 4 individual sections, you know, combine them all together to make your own unique vehicle however you fancy. And now what's really cool is out of these 4 individual sections on each vehicle, there's 3 of them that are purely cosmetic. They have no functionality whatsoever besides the way that they visually look. But the wheels, out of all 4 of the sections, the wheels actually do have a function, and that will give you the ability to control your speed, the handling of that vehicle, and the acceleration of the vehicle. So you'll be able to play around with, you know, designing however you want your vehicle to look, but in the end, it's going to really come down to what wheels you pick and choose to use according to whatever you're trying to do in terrain you're going to take that vehicle in. But overall, it's really, really cool. I love the fact that they're adding a little bit of functionality here on top of all of the cosmetic stuff. So you also have some functionality when it comes to the front and rear end attachments. For the Extra Life event, they mentioned a couple of them. We have the buzz saw, the spiked grill, we have the rear attachments for the hook, and also the afterburner. Now, it's important to understand that they did mention all of the front end attachments will be passive, meaning they're not player controlled. You don't do anything with them. You put them on, and then they provide some sort of passive buff, like damage reduction or providing thorn damage, all right? However, though, the back rear attachments are actually player controlled. So take the hook, for instance. Survivors will be able to control it and shoot creatures, survivors, and carcasses, or basically, you know, dead creatures or survivors. And the afterburner, which again is player controlled, will give you the ability to to get a extra explosive boost to your speed when you need it the most. And these were the ones that they actually gave screenshots of via the Extra Life event. But verbally via the Extra Life event, they actually talked about some additional attachments we could expect to see, specifically the rear end ones that players can control. One of them is the jump jet, which would obviously give players the ability to make the vehicle jump as needed when they need it. Another one was smoke screen, which they didn't really give a whole lot of information about besides the idea that they would like it to, make the dinos concuss, basically, not be aggro to you anymore if you happen to use it. And then last but not least, they also mentioned the sludge dropper, which is supposed to drop some sludge behind you and then supposed to slow down whatever is chasing you to allow you to obviously escape. But just really cool attachments here when it comes to adding them to your overall vehicle. Once again, making your vehicle more unique, and you're able to cater this to your playstyle directly. And additionally, on top of the front and rear attachments for your vehicles, they also will be featuring a variety of different turret mounts that will be placed in the bed of your vehicle. Now, keep in mind, what's really cool about this is that players that are actually driving the vehicle solo without having any other survivors, with them, will actually already be able to control whatever turret is mounted at the same time they're driving. And secondly here, if you don't want to man that turret and you do have other survivors or friends that you would like, to play with, or tribe mates, they can also jump into the vehicle with you, and then they themselves can control the turret. So again, really, really cool here. And as some of the options, we have the shotgun turret, the seeker missile launcher, the flamethrower, we have the cannon, and last but not least, we have the minigun. Dude, I'm very excited to see these seeker missile launchers, especially in something like PvP. This is going to be ridiculously strong. We also have the minigun, which again, just judging how fast this thing is probably going to be able to shoot compared to you be able to run away, it's probably just going to decimate anything in its path. But obviously, we got to wait and see when it does officially launch. And now, as cool as all of that is, don't forget to click this video here on screen, as I am doing a giveaway for the brand new Dreadmare creature. I've got a couple of keys here. If you guys are interested in winning, be sure to join this video. All you got to do is be subscribed here to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment on this video letting me know what your favorite skeleton bone skin is here in ARK.